Good morning. It is June 22nd. We are definitely at the tail end of the season. I just got back with the crop scout. Look at that pea field right off, done. So, not today we're gonna plant it because it's too wet there, because we just got another inch of rain at that farm. You wouldn't know it here. I mean, gotta love that high sand. That corn looks really nice. So, I am gonna go fill up the sprayer right now. We're gonna get it premeditated for tomorrow because it's gonna be so hot. I don't like spraying in the big heat. And then after that, we gotta get this corn planter set up to plant organic beans for Chad. We made a call. We're gonna get some soybeans for our air seeder. That'll be a few more days yet for that field to get fit to plant. And we're just gonna no-till right over top of those peas, and then we're gonna spray them off. So let's get this day moving. Water is in the tank. Turn on the agitator. We can start putting our glyphosate in. Glyphosate or Roundup, whatever you want to call it, you can leave in the tank. It's no big deal. It can settle on the ground, but as long as you agitate, it's fine. It doesn't really turn into a paste or a jello, which can happen with certain products. So definitely don't be doing, or you're not just going to go and pre-mix if you put other chemicals in with Roundup, you probably don't want to let it sit overnight, but I have no problem with just Roundup. And then Roundup is nice and easy to use compared to other products because most of our stuff is Roundup ready, so you don't have to worry about killing the neighbor's crops when you're spraying the side. So we'll get filled with water and then chemicals. My old Honda, first pull every time. And we'll back her back into spot, and she is pointed in the right direction for tomorrow morning. Okay, time to go get the corn planter ready for beans, which this is the first time I will have planted beans with that corn planter, so let's get to it. So right now there is a corn meter in this box. There we are. Just had to undo the sprocket, bring it out. We will flip it upside down. We undo these nuts or bolts, I guess, and each one is numbered for which row it's supposed to be on. Pull it out, and we're gonna need a bigger container. So there is a little bit of corn seed left over. We got to pour that into, actually I'll probably pour that into the pail. This will be completely 100% empty because like I said earlier in the video, that we're going to be planting organic beans. So that'll be an experience. Come on. So, right now, Chad is going to get his 6 meters because he has pretty much the same planter, just 6 row. And he's going to give me 6 more because it's 12. Like I said, he's running behind. He needs to get it done quicker than his 6 row, so I'm going to help him out today. But it is a little bit of a rigmarole because I don't have bean meters. Anyways, we're going to get all these flopped out, upside down, ready to go for when he gets here. Then we can slam his in. We'll head to the field. So actually, before I get too in depth with taking all this apart, so this is inside the meter. So let's see if I can set you up. So the meter is sitting in the box like so. Chain and sprocket, turn this meter. C gets grabbed by these fingers, brush knocks doubles out. Hopefully you can see this. And then there's a little hole there that it pops down into the belt. Belt drops it down the tube. It's a very simple system. I like this system. I'm not saying I wouldn't go to air. I've never had air. Everybody says when you go to air, it's the latest thing, better than sliced bread, but very little problems with this style of planter. I mean, I've seen videos and people planting and, you know, you're sitting on the sideline because there's a sensor gone. Not that there isn't sensors in this, I should state. So here is my seed tube sensor, and all that is seeing is making sure the seed's going down through that tube. And it can count the population and all that grand stuff. So I'm happy with this planter for now. In the future, I would like to go to a 16 row and an 8 row head. Not in the cards right now. We got a chicken barn to build, so we're just going to keep using this. Okay, now I'm going to carry on with the rest of it. I just wanted to give you guys a quick show of how these finger pickups work opposed to an air system. If you've seen an air system, it's a plate with a bunch of holes, and the vacuum actually sucks the seed to the hole, and when the hole gets to a point, it takes the vacuum away and drops the seed down. And you can do a lot more fun stuff with it. You can shut individual rows off. Like I said, there's a lot of cool stuff out there for corn planters. It is hot. It is hot. Okay. Meters are switched over. We're gonna head to the field and start planting organically. So this should be fairly slick. Struggle buggy, auger, send it into the boxes. You got some sand here. Those are organic beans. So we're planting organic beans. So if you don't know what organic means, that means they don't use any pesticides or herbicides, or they're allowed to use certain fertilizers. I don't know which ones they're allowed to use, and I'm not going to pretend to know. So that seed you've seen, it's untreated. That's another thing. So we're putting down more seeds per acre in case the bugs get at it. We're planting at the same depth you'd plant beans normally, so 1.5 inch. And yeah, this field is super sandy. So I'll try to get a couple last few shots here. We got 2 days of planting basically, and yeah, like I said, we're really stretching this year out. I'll be glad when it's done, but well, almost done for us, just not for Chad. Anyway, so I guess why am I not organic farming? Like, why am I farming the way I'm farming compared to what Chad is doing? So Chad is taking a different route in life. He obviously doesn't have any chickens or anything to worry about, so I feed all my stuff. I am set up for non-organic, even though that's, to me, organic is basically the way the media is pushing everybody to go, not really letting you decide. You talk to movie stars or anything, it's all organic or free range or whatever you want to talk about. And I'm just showing you the other way of farming. That it all can't be like that. So if I wanted to organic farm, I would have to, I think it's a 3-year transition on every field. So I need more acreage because I'd have to take one field out of production every year to get it to go organic. And you kind of got to get the sweet spot of doing this. So like, he won't be able to spray this. He's gonna have to come back through and cultivate this 3 times. After the fact, it's already been worked 3 or 4 times. So he's burnt a lot of diesel doing it. Me, I just run with the sprayer and go through, and I'm no-tilling. So it's actually impossible for me to organic farm if I want to no-till. It just doesn't work out that way. So my program works for me, and I hope you guys are enjoying seeing the way I farm. I'm kind of enjoying showing you the way the organic people farm, and that's the joy of living in Canada. Is there is a product for you to eat. It doesn't matter if you want to eat free range, organic, free range. If you just want to go back to what I am producing, which is obviously not organic, and it's the cheapest way possible because I have a housing system on my chicken barn. As I've said before, I am this time next year, we will be starting the renovation in the barn to get a new housing system. And if you haven't heard, it's going to have perches and a laying nest. It's going to have a lot of cool stuff for the chicken. It's going to be awesome for her. She's going to be very safe in that particular system. I'm going to be able to manage her with the well-being of her, and plus myself and my staff. Anyways, we'll kind of get to some shots and we'll kind of see what goes on the rest of the day. I'm really hoping this is a very easy day instead of last time I was planting. So there's no fertilizer in those boxes. So we're hopefully just going to keep planting. So also with farming organic is you don't get the yield. So obviously I need almost to double the acres to have the exact same amount of crop I have on hand right now to feed an organic chicken, and then you'd have to redo all my barns. It'd just be a crazy amount of money, and I'm not saying that I'm not going to maybe look at that into the future, but right now I have a really nice system. I'm very self-sufficient. I don't need to buy feed off other companies. I grow my own birds. I don't have to grow my birds off somebody else. The way we have it set up, it works really well for us. So I'm going to stick to that, and if it should, let me know what you think. Anyways, I'm going to stick with the way that I'm farming for right now because I do enjoy it and it really works for me. This is really not much different right now. I mean, it's just planned corn, but I mean, there is going to be a lot more work to this field than I'm going to have to manage the acres and the fields that I have. And yet again, like, all that stuff means bigger and better equipment if you're going to go to this type of farming for the acres that I do. So it's really just not economical for myself to be going this particular route. Somewhere back there is supposed to be a planter. He is dusty. Nice clean tractor. We got stuck. Nice bone. We are finished the first 30 some acres. I'm not too sure about this whole work dirt thing. I mean, it just takes too long. I'm kind of sitting and waiting for them to cut these other fields. Anyways, let's get to them, and look at this sweet trail. Like, this is, he's doing. Actually, someone has done a lot of work to maintain this to get tractors through here. Corn planter is easy. The cultivator and everything else is the tricky part. Hey, this is backfield and carry on. Okay, so we are planting again, back in the way in the back in the bush. So there's the cultivator. I'm just chasing him around the field. He's doing one more pass. So this was hay before. It's been 3 years in transition, so it can be classified as organic. It's got to be certified. So he spring plowed the hay down. Now we've worked it and worked it and worked it and worked it and worked it. I think work it one more time, and then we can plant it. So we got to get it smooth again. So that is the deal. Anyways, I think that's all I'm going to have for you today. We'll fast forward into tomorrow morning. I'm going to do some spraying, and then we're going to come back to planting. So we'll see you tomorrow morning. Oh, good morning. We're back at spraying. Chad and my brother are trying to get ahead with some tillage with the organic farming. I think I explained this earlier in the video, but they have to work it like at least 3 times before I can plant, because I got to make sure it's completely weed free. That's why I'm spraying right now, is because of weeds. So it just takes long. Like, if I don't spray this field because it's conventional, I won't have a good crop. And honestly, I don't want to spray a second time because it's expensive. But there's definitely a bunch of grass out in this field and just odds and ends that you got to kill. So, because right there, that stuff will compete with my corn. There's another one. Anyways, there's some grass. It's just, like I said, random stuff. It has to be done. This year with chemical and fertilizer expenses, this is really expensive. I was actually trying to only do 1 spray, but you go for walks, and then especially when you're spraying, you realize that it's going to be worth the money, especially with the corn prices the way they are. And we also need the corn prices the way they are, because honestly, all of our expenses have doubled, if not more than that. It'll be an interesting year right now. I'm sure everybody just got their fertilizer bill and went, oh my god, I cannot believe we're paying that much money for fertilizer. It is what it is. Anyways, I'm going to carry on, and yeah. As soon as I'm finished this, I should be back in the planter. So I'm in the back of the field here, and actually you can see this spot right here. I've been talking about all the rain we've been getting in this particular field. Right over there is my peas. Still see it's pretty damp, and that corn drowned out. She's done. That's unfortunate. What do you do? So I guess maybe as the year goes on, I will kind of show you what, as Chad goes through his fields with the cultivators and everything, and all the extra work that is involved. And I explained before why I'm not doing organic. And just show you really what the difference is, and maybe give you an idea of what goes on compared to what I do compared to the organic guy. And you can make the decision for yourself what kind of food you want to buy. Okay, we are out of here. Let's go put water in the sprayer and get it ready for tomorrow. Yes, we're actually making out fairly well. So I have about 160 acres of corn left to spray. The corn is all done, and then we'll just have to wait for the second pass of soys. Get her to go first shot here. Oh, yeah, there we are. Okay, we got her. And we're full. All right, back in the saddle. So I actually took a moment. I already put beans in the planter here. Chad just called. He's ready to go. My brother is using sunflower ahead of him, or I don't know, he's a few acres ahead, and then he's working behind him with the cultivator, and then we're gonna go plant. Everybody wave at Chad. Okay, so somewhere in this field there's another entrance to another field. Alright, let's check it out, see what kind of job we're doing here. Well, hey, I'll make sure the drag train is dragging. There we go. There we go. There they are. Yep, there. Where are we at there? Nice 1.5 inches. That's what he asked for. Send the moisture. Let's send it. So yeah, this has been a fun field. It goes that way, then it goes that way, and then you have to go through a little tiny laneway, and then there's another field that goes that way, and then there's another field that goes this way. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Wait till you see the next field we get to. Oh, she's a doozy. On to the next fun piece. More craziness. Gotta go down and over to the other side. Oh God. She wants to get pushed. Easy, baby. Go running away on me down the hill. Dropped ya, sorry. Okay. And up the hill. And we'll check out the funness. Okay, so we got a nice little piece right here. A nice little piece right here. So apparently this used to be a horse track for whatever, like not an actual race track, but just somebody's personal horse track. And this person's not willing to give it up. So then we got to do a nice sweet piece in the middle. There's a piece over in the far corner and over there. If you would get rid of this track, this would actually be a nice chunk of dirt. Anyways, let's get to it. I guess we'll start with this little slice of heaven right here. Oh, look, there's another sweet piece over here too that I gotta do. What have I got myself into? Okay, I guess we'll do that piece first. Then we'll double back and come back to the rest of this piece of paradise. There we go. We're planting the nooks and crannies of Ontario. Craziness. Oh my God. So little. Alright, so we're filling up with some organic fertilizer. I'm not 100% sure what's in there, but apparently all kinds of goodies. Calcium and stuff, and then we're making another pass. You can see this grass up top. Apparently you don't want that. You want to start in bare dirt so there's no weeds coming. And she's using some ponies. There we go. Oh, probably got to cultivate that next. We might be at a standstill for a bit. Here we go, planting the inside of the racetrack. New experiences. Anyways, I'm pretty sure that's all I got for everybody today. It's been a couple days, this is what I'm doing, chasing them around here. We're almost finished for the night. And then the other fields are too wet. Hopefully tomorrow we went and checked our pea field, where that was rowed off, and tomorrow we're going to start destroying it and planting soybeans in it. So make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you stay tuned. We got more coming up.